Hi, and Star Pastor Show. Just confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Okay. Can you hear me, Ebo?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. All right. The meeting is starting 9 right now. It's 6 p.m. So I want to say good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday to us. It's the fourth Sunday in the month of July, the last Sunday of the month. And I am very excited to have everyone join us for the July edition of the Mindshift webinar series. If you're already in the house, I think I can see about 9 people already in the house. I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. And you can indicate your presence by using an emoji to express how you're feeling this evening. It's a cool Sunday evening from my own end here. I hope it is the same from your end too. So just drop an emoji to show how you're feeling. If you're feeling happy, if you are feeling loved, yes, I can see Monsurat. She's feeling the heart emoji. So if you are feeling loved, if you are feeling grateful, if you are feeling excited, now even if you are feeling under the weather, you're a bit down, you're a bit sober, it's okay. Share an emoji. Let's have a feel of what the feeling is like at your end. Awesome. I'm seeing a lot of positive, happy, excited, and love emojis. Right. So once again, I want to say welcome to the July edition of my webinar 3.0. 3.0. Yes, we started this program to the glory of God back in May. And this is the third edition. And so far, I would say it's been fire. It's been fire. The first one was massive. The second was, even so hot. And I'm looking forward to this edition already. It's going to be very, very exciting. And I must say, filled with a whole lot of things to unpack, a whole lot of knowledge to unlock. I mean, a whole lot of insights, to glean. And I'm sure you're already looking forward to it. Very respected ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, my name is Oluwaseun Banja. I am the convener of the Mindshift webinar series. And by the grace of God, I have with me two co-conveners of the Mindshift webinar series. One of them is Mrs. Iyonade Ogunjemite, who is supposed to, who should be on the program today, presenting today. I hope you can see my slide. I hope you can see my slide. Yes, so Ms. Iyonade Ogunjemite should be speaking today on the topic building personal brand with purpose, aligning passion, skill, and impact. By way of background, I must say that the Mindshift webinar series is a program put together to help you that you're joining us to have that little mental shift. That is why we call it a mind shift. That little shift that you have to apply in your thinking, in your thought process that would ultimately change and enhance your life. This program is about life enhancement. It's about helping you to unlock your next level. It's about helping you to attain your. And I must say, the young at heart, regardless of your age, if you think that there is still that level for you to unlock, if you think that there is still something better for you to achieve, there is a next level for you to go, definitely you must be a part of this program. And it is a monthly program. And like I said, so far, so good. And that is by way of background. And coming back to today's edition, the topic for today is building personal brand purpose, aligning passion, skill, and impact. Now, let me start with a story. Just about a few weeks ago, we had this proposal sent to my office by my principal, and the instruction was for us to invite the person who sent the proposal, for us to have an interaction with that person, with the aim of seeing the possibility of, collaborating and implementing that proposal. Fantastic as the proposal was, on paper, very fantastic. So we said that, okay, let's meet this person to have a one-on-one and hear from this person. Let this person come and speak to this paper. And it now so happened that on this very fateful day, this young man turned up ostensibly to, speak to his proposal. And guess what? He was looking completely unkempt. You know, he was wearing a shirt without the cufflinks. He was putting on this Panama cap, on this not too pleasant looking native. He presented a generally unkempt, appearance. And immediately, he came in and, wanted to have a meeting with myself and my boss. We were both put off immediately. He didn't even need to speak to the paper before we concluded right there and then that he did not have the capacity to implement the proposal that he had sent in. It was a grand proposal. And then, of course, we were looking forward to meeting somebody, dapper looking, well put together, smelling, well, speaking good English based on what was on paper. Fantastic paper, but his appearance, everything already turned off. And because of that, we just made up our mind right there, right then, even without listening any further to whatever he had to say, to recommend to my principal that it was a no-no. The proposal was not going to fly. What is the point of that story? Real story happened just about 3-4 weeks ago. What's the point of the story? The point is boiled down to the topic we are treating today, personal brand. We talk about branding, company branding, and a whole lot of all that. But individuals also must have brands. It is your brand to a large extent that sells you. So as young people who are desirous of building great careers, making impacts in our world, how does personal brand come in to enhance where we are going, to enhance our movement from where we are to the next level? And that's what we're going to be looking at today for the next 1 hour thereabouts. Like I said, our speaker today is a brand specialist, working in one of the top PR companies in Nigeria. Her name is Mrs. Inyuade Ogunjemite. But on a rather regrettable note, I feel a bit unhappy to announce, regrettably, that she would not be available to take the session today. I know some of us are already looking forward to hearing from her, but I want to say that for today, she would not be speaking. Unfortunately, about 2 days ago, she lost her dad, and she's currently bereaved. Of course, she's the dad, that is the person of Elder Kola Adedayo, is also an elder in our church. He's a father figure to many of us. And so it's a bit sober for us this evening. But of course, we know that, like they say in theater arts, the show must go on. So even though Mrs. Ogunjemite cannot join us today, by the grace of God, we have an equally capable and replacement for her, an equally capable, and I say that with all sense of responsibility, equally capable replacement for Mrs. Nyade. And I must mention that, like I said, I'm the convener of this program, and but we have 2 co-conveners. Mrs. Nyade is one; she's a brand specialist, and then I also have another co-convener, who is Mr. Ibonlo Ajidono, who is an L&D, learning and development specialist. He is going to be standing in today to facilitate today's presentation. So I like you to be as prepared, and as anticipatory as you are. I'm coming in today. I think we already have well over 20 people in the house already. That is positive. Please ensure, if you already on the program, please ensure to send reminders to everyone who you think should be a part of this. Please send reminders to them, invite them that the program is on, and any moment from now, we are going fully into today's presentation. So by way of ushering in the presenter for today, I like to read a very brief profile of Eboluwa Jidono, the co-convener of this program and an L&D specialist. Now, so I'll take his profile. Jidono Eboluwa is a seasoned learning development professional with nearly a decade of senior experience across indigenous and multinational organizations. He holds an MSc in management from the University of Lagos and a BSc Honors in marketing from Lagos State University, with certifications including ACIPM, FUMNICSN, MTN Nigeria Trainer, and PwC Nigeria Award winner. I told you he comes loaded. Eboluwa's expertise spans the complete the learning and development value chain, competency framework design, training needs analysis, curriculum development, facilitation, mentoring, LMS administration and management consulting. He has worked with prestigious organizations including PwC, Rome Business School, CRC Credit Bureau, McPay Group, and African Institute. I mean, I can go on and on. Isn't that intimidating already? Ladies and gentlemen, currently serving as an L&D lead at Hugo Technologies and Learner Success Manager at African Management Institute. Eboluwa delivers learning solutions across Africa for corporate and government clients in various sectors, including oil and gas, FMCG, financial services, IT, and telecommunications. Today, he will be speaking on the topic, building personal brand with purpose, aligning passion, skill, and impact. Before I make welcome, I like to recognize the presence of my brother, Toby Idowu, that is the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Transportation. I see him join the meeting earlier. Thank you very much, Toby, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you in this meeting. So, very respected ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to move straight into the training for today. So, I welcome with a virtual round of applause Eboluwa Jidono for his presentation on building personal brand with purpose, aligning passion, skills, and impact. Eboluwa, you're welcome.
All right, thank you so much, Assistant Pastor Sheo. Thanks so much for the profile that's been read, and I'm pleased to be part of this conversation here today. Please just type in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Just type yes. Just type yes in the chat. Just type yes if you can hear me loud and clear. While I bring up my slide quickly. Please feel free to mute. Please please mute your mic. Please mute your mic so that we can get the best of audio.
What we're supposed to do, or
and some people's mic are still on. Only Semirian, please mute. All right, I'll try my best to manage that from my end. All right, once again, thank you so much for having me on this call, and we sympathize as a family with the family of Mrs. Iyade, and I'm sure that sooner or later she would also be part of this conversation to also drill down on this topic. Trust me, We are not going to cover all that we need to cover because of the time constraints on this topic. It's really a broad topic, and I'm happy that our convener have actually done the physical aspect of it. So I will deal more on the virtual space while we actually also complement it with some of our physical presence. Once again, my name is Eboluwa Jidudu, and I'll be dealing on this topic on building a personal brand with purpose. This is something that is very, very unique. Please be informed that the session is being recorded, so we can always catch up on any aspect, maybe for any reason, your internet or whatever, deprive you of getting the 100% quality or the session. You can always go back to watch the recording. So quickly, we want to just discuss briefly on this topic, and it's something that is very, I'm very passionate about. Brands generally, when I talk about brand, I mean corporate brands, they do a whole lot in trying to actually maintain that brand identity. If there is anything, any negative comments, anything whatsoever that will affect that brand, they go all the way out to see how they can actually bring back that brand image. Not because of any reason, but because that's what we house every offering, every service that we offered out there. It will always be under that brand name. So also it is for us as an individual to have a good brand image. And trust me, in the field of marketing, thank God I have a background in marketing, so I have the authority to at least share a little perspective when it comes to marketing. In the field of marketing, when we are looking at the concept of products, we don't just limit it to those things that you see in the commercial space, in the market, Ikeja market, Alagbado market. You as a person, you have a product. One of the elements of products, one of them is people, person. A person is a product. And that's why you see politicians today, they will go all out to actually market themselves. They will go all out for people to actually buy them through different means, through posters, through social media publicity, through every channel. They will want to actually go out there for people to actually buy them as a product. And you see people selling them. You know, during the last election, we sell different presidential candidates to different people so that you can buy them. So you are a product. And that's why you need to brand yourself professionally. And there are steps that we'll take in building this brand. And that's what I want to discuss quickly in the course of this session. And I'm going to move very fast so that we can have time to also ask questions and then discuss and rub minds together. So quickly, we're going to discuss these 5 key areas. We'll look at what personal branding is with respect to bringing it out from corporate brand and why it is important. And then we'll look at some of the brand management etiquettes, particularly in the virtual space, because that's one of the mainstream which we try to push our brand out there. And there are some things we miss out. There are some uncivilized activities that we carry out in that virtual space that will affect the brand image. So there's a way we should manage that brand, particularly in the virtual space. And then we'll see how we can start by creating a professional headshot. And I'm going to give us an anatomy of what a professional headshot should look like. And then we'll see how we can actually put ourselves there to become the edge hunter's choice. And I'm going to be speaking from the HR perspective in this aspect. And then we'll look at the professional outlook and visual impact that we want to achieve through all of these topics. So let's start with this icebreaker. And I want us to please, let's engage. So if a billboard about you were placed in a busy city like Ikeja or VI, think of any busy area where there is traffic. You know, billboards are always placed in strategic places so that people will get to see the brand. The brand will be positioned in their mind. They will, from time, every now and then, be meeting with our brands. So think about yourself being placed on a billboard in a very strategic area, a busy area where thousands of people will see it every day. And this billboard will have just 3 words on it about you. Just 3 words. So type in the chat box, what would those words be and why? Just make it brief. I'm giving us 5 minutes to do this. Just think quickly. If a billboard about you were placed in a busy city, like Ikeja, like VI, you know, and depending on where you want your customers to be, your target audience. For me, my target audience is in VI, Lekki, where I know I have the premium customers, where I want the high-paying jobs to actually see me, the oil and gas, for them to actually recognize me. That's where I want my brand to be. So tell me, put in the chat box that if you place in that busy city and seen by thousands of people, and it could only have 3 words on it, what would those words be and why? I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat. Let's have it. Let's have it. Trust me, I'm in the field of L&D, so I know how to engage people. I always want people to engage. That's when we know that learning is really taking place. It's not just a radio station where I will just be talking. So I want us to engage. If this is the only side we are going to deal with today, trust me, we'll do that. And to speak to the topic. So let's have it. Let's have it. I'm waiting for the first person that will post. I think I have a gift for that person. I have a gift for that person. Personal gift for that person. So maybe that will motivate us to type. Okay. I sell you. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dashiel. Thank you. I sell you. Interesting. Think HR, think blessing. Some people are already marketing themselves. Think HR, think blessing. Blessing, I want to believe that you're not using compound word for me. Abi, think HR is a word. I think blessing is another word, and the exclamation is the third word. Tell me that's true. I see strategy here. That's good. That's good. That's good. Think HR, think blessing. Awesome. Awesome. Think HR, think blessing. Let's have it. Let's have it. I'm waiting. And this is very, very key. Trust me. Remember the topic. Building a personal brand with purpose. So you're not just building a brand, you're building it intentionally. There is a thought behind it, there is a reason behind it. And I'm sure that Blessing is already telling me that she's in the HR space. She wants to always do things that are related to HR, the HR value chain, anything that do with L&D, compensation management, HR strategy, HR analytics, and anything that speaks to HR. I want to think about Blessing. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Blessing, for sharing. Thank you, Blessing, for sharing. I need more. So that we don't waste our time. I have 2 more minutes. Remember, I gave you 5 minutes. Let's showcase you. I don't know. Our convener is taking the benefit of this trading. I don't know why. I think I should ban the convener. I want our learners to actually take this. The convener is a brand on its own. Okay, I'm waiting for others. I know we have 20. If I take myself, the convener, out of the people on this call, we have 23 people on the call. So let's have it. Except you don't want a billboard about it to be placed in this place. Or you're still thinking. You're still thinking. Okay, empathy, influence, growth. Okay. Empathy, influence, growth. Okay. All right, thank you. Yes, would you like to share? Just 1 or 2 that would like to share?
That puts many people on the spot. So they were not prepared for that.
You're not prepared, right? Imagine.
You put them on the spot.
I was expecting us to actually be prepared. Looking at the topic a month ago, be prepared. Okay, what exactly should I be expecting from this training? Which means we've never thought of ourselves as a brand before now. That's what it means. Okay, I just said Victoria, driven, growing, and blooming. Okay, what does that say about you? So tell me why. Tell me why those 3 words. Feel free to use the show of hand icon to indicate interest to speak. Feel free to do that. Anybody that would like to share? You trust me, there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to this. Just tell me why. What's the thought process behind this? Please engage. Yes. And you can type the why. But if you want to speak, I would really love to hear somebody speak apart from myself. Okay, Oli said innovation, excellence, and impact. I see some interesting things. And trust me, some of these things we are seeing, they speak to our values. Maybe you're not thinking in that direction. Sometimes your core value are the brand elements that you want to use to showcase yourself. Yes, I see Debbie's hand up. Debbie, please feel free to share.
I tried to quickly bring it down, but you caught me. All right. So the reason why I would have chosen, why I chose empathy, influence, and growth, that's majorly because my brand is going to be people centric. Is going to be
Hmm.
focusing on people and what they actually need to grow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's a very strategic concept in this marketing business circle space today. Customer centricity. Customer centricity. Very key aspect. Very key aspect. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. So I see that you are trying to build a brand in the business, marketing, sales space, customer engaging space. I see that about you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I love also of the comment that we've gotten so far. Thank you so much for sharing. Please feel free to type in the chat if you want to share the reason why you chose those things. And the reason why I brought this icebreaker, as we all know, icebreaker is actually to break the ice. Let's all come out of our shell. Let's be able to share some things. But more importantly, we are trying to drill down on the aspect that speaks with purpose. When we are building a brand, it must be with purpose. I didn't have the time to start explaining what purpose is because I know that we've been getting sessions about this before now. But I wanted us to actually be able to bring that into play in the process of building our personal brand. So that going forward, whatever you are going to learn in this session, please, it must be tied to some of these things that you have written here. So what I want to start saying, Debbie writes on the social media spaces or your engagement with people should speak about empathy, about how you want to influence people, about how you want to grow the business. That's what people want to say about you, that you're about business growth. And trust me, so many people define core roles today with different concepts. And seeing those elements that speaks to your brand will help them know where to fix you in. Trust me. Thank you. Amit wrote admission simplified and amplified. This is awesome. Admission simplified and amplified. Amit, would you like to share? Please just type in the chat. There is what's the brain behind this? What's the brain behind this? These three words: admission simplified and amplified. I want to know. So please, this is the purpose. This is something that we've thought through, and we want to see how we want to build brand around these elements. And like I said earlier on, some of these things we have written down, some of them are our core values. They are things that we want to imbibe. And trust me, your core value can be your brand element. Some organizations today, we know them for their core values. Core values. Those core values speaks everything they do, what their employees do. It speaks to what they do, how they perform. Excellence, empathy, professionalism, all of these things speaks out. Yes, Folashade, please share. I can see your hand is up. Was I a mistake? Okay, I guess that was a mistake. So let's move on quickly. Thank you so much for sharing. Now let's go into the concept quickly. We don't have much time. I have less than 30 minutes left. Now, what exactly is personal brand? And one of the things I want us to bring out from this is the word unique and consistent. And that's where most of us will miss it. Some of us, in our communication, in our style of doing things, we are not consistent. Thank you, I just said thank you. I choose that because I'm constantly pushing myself, learning and evolving into the best version of me. Okay, thank you, Victoria. Thank you for sharing that. That is a brand. That is the reason, the purpose for which you want to define that. All right, now a personal brand is the unique and consistent image or perception that an individual cultivates and you present to the whole world. Most of the time, most of us, we keep some of this image, these values to just ourselves. This is not the time for us to keep certain things to ourselves. This is time for us to showcase ourselves. I know some of us on this call, we are graduates, we are looking for opportunities, and that is the time for us to push ourselves out there. But one key thing about brand is the consistency. When you look at some corporate brands, you will see them being consistent. In terms of their color, you won't see Coca-Cola come today and do adverts with the color yellow. What's the brand color? You always see that red. It's the brand color. Consistency. in everything that they do. You will see that consistency. So it is very key. When we are building a personal brand, we must be consistent. If you have started before, you did it 2 months ago, what we are expecting is to do it again. Consistency, that's what makes it a brand. If it's not consistent, trust me, nobody will see it as a brand. Because if it's just a one-off thing, nobody will see it as a brand. But the consistency in it, that's what makes it a brand. And as long as you personalize it, it speaks to your values, your expertise, your personality, that's what makes it a personal brand. And it's just a strategy of promoting yourself. Remember I said it earlier on, that you as a person, you are a product. So one of the things we want to do for ourselves as a product, and which people do use brand for, is to promote products. So what you want to do with personal branding is to promote yourself. Promote yourself in that career, in that business area, in any space that you find yourself. You want to promote yourself. Promote your skill, promote your experience, and promote the kind of person that you are or what you stand for. So somebody just said now that she stood for empathy. Somebody said she has chosen to always push herself. So that's one thing you want to be consistent to. You want to push yourself, promote that aspect of you, so that organizations that are looking for resilient people, and trust me, because of the volatility of the economy today, some organizations are looking for people that are perseverance, that can actually persevere, that have that resilience. So promoting those values, those skills, those core values that's what makes personal branding, and it's a strategy. And one of the very significant benefits is career advancement. On LinkedIn today, some organizations, HR professionals, they go online and there's a way they sieve out CV. When they type, there are hashtags that picks people that are in the space of HR, the space of marketing, sales, and it brings it out for them. And that's why you see some emails in your LinkedIn profile. Some of them we have the tag in mail. It was a broadcast mail, but was sent to everyone that have consistently been writing things about either HR or sales or marketing. So if you are not consistent with that particular thing, then when opportunities come, you will not be a target audience for them. Because they now have the algorithm that helps them sieve out people that are in this area. So when they do all of the algorithm, it brings out people that are empathetic, people that ask perseverance, people that want to be creative, like for that child, people that have the reliability spirit, people that are effective in communication. It brings it out for them. And then you see adverts coming forward for them as an opportunity. So career advancement is one of the key benefits of effective branding. Let's move quickly. Now, let's look at this. And we just want us to look at corporate and personal brands. And we'll see where we belong, where we place ourselves, and we can have a perfect understanding of the difference. Now, can anybody tell me which brand does this symbol represent? Tell me, put in the chat. Which brand does this symbol represent? Talk to me. Some of us will use it. Apple, thank you. Convener, please don't type. I want my learners to type. I want my learners to engage. All right, thank you. Apple. All right, what about this? I'm in the chat. The first Netflix. Thank you. I see people that are watching movies here. People that have watched The Time to Kill Monkey, right? That's the latest now in the Nigerian space. To kill a monkey. Interesting. Okay. What about this? Let me see those that will get this. People are still thinking, thank you, Amazon. Amazon, thank you. I know Assistant Pastor's show book is on Amazon currently, so because I've banned him, he decided not to type. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. What about this? Oh, I don't know. Which network are you using? So fast. Okay, what about this now? The response will be very slow. I want to see the football lovers. Let's have it. Where are the football lovers? I'm waiting. Liverpool. Hey, I'm suspecting Mrs. Dabla Banja. Somebody is are you using ChatGPT? Interesting. Okay. All right. What about this? What about this branch? What about this branch? Pastor Shew, I'm seeing your mouth. Your mouth is moving. I hope you are not releasing answers to some people. What is work and us? I don't understand. What does that mean? Is that a brand? Nobody? Talk to me. Talk to me. Coming out, if you know it, please help us. Help us. Manchester. Rashid. I hope it's not ChatGPT. Arsenal, Bawo, Folashade. Paul, thank you. Man U, Manchester United. That's the Red Devil. And this, talk to me. Talk to me. Which brand is this? This last one. I'm waiting. So people will leave this call right now. Very good. Very good. Mindshift. I was waiting for people that will not get this. I want to delete them out of this call immediately. Yes, that's the Mindshift logo. And it's a corporate brand. It's a brand. And trust me, the consistency of this logo made you remember them. The consistency and the uniqueness of them. If Apple had just put the regular apple there, the green or red apple there, every other would just write Apple, like Apple Foods. Won't relate it to maybe any brand. But because they have just decided to, somebody said it is that part that somebody ate. That's what we have at the top. Is that true? Yeah, I used to see it as the leaf or the stem that they cut out of the tree. Is that true? That if we remove that small part on top, if we fix it into that small part that have been eaten, it will fit in perfectly. Do you agree with me? Type yes, type or give me thumbs up if you agree. Give me thumbs up if you agree. That if we remove that top part, if we put it into that small part, Eve's remnant. It's smaller. Okay. So people said no. Okay, let's leave that. Let's leave that for Apple to come and tell us. But these brands have been very consistent. Paul, thank you. You are using your eye to analyze it, Abby. So people have used eye to carry it and put it there. And they want to see. Don't worry, go and try it somewhere else. All right. So the consistency of this brand made us to understand who they represent. This is not the full logo of Manchester United or the full logo of Liverpool. But I had to take out every other element and brought out just one out of it. And that's the way you as a person too, that's where you have. You have so many brands elements. Your look. I know of a person who is also on this call. Whenever he's going for a physical presentation, he will always have its pocket square. He doesn't miss it. It will always be there. The pocket square. Always be there. It's an identity. And consistently, I want to be monitoring. I want to see that, yes, it's always, and I've noticed that. It's an identity, brand element. Consistency, very important. Very, very important. All right, let me now move to the personal brand. Now, who is this, please? Who is this? Talk to me. Who is this? Type in the chat. Type in the chat. Serena. Okay. Which space? Which industry? Which sector? Is it oil and gas? What does it do? What does she do rather? Tennis. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What about this? Sports, yes. What about this person? Don Baba. Don Jazzy. Music also. Don Baba. What about this? Someone should even tell me, I had one thing that this Baba, we know this Baba for. What is one thing, one word that we know this Baba, or one phrase or sentence that the Geo, yes. What is that phrase? Let somebody shout hallelujah. I mean, somebody shout hallelujah. And you know, this man is very consistent, and there is no one else who wants to attribute that phrase to. Nobody. It is just for that Geo. Consistency. It is a brand as spiritual as he may look. He has also created a brand for himself. Let me move quickly. I talk a lot too, and I'm trying not to. I know some people will be fighting me with this picture now. Some Messi fans will be fighting me. They will just be angry right now. Yes. Yes, who is this? Who is this? Goats. Taiwo, see what I do, right? So people doesn't agree with that too. Okay, and this. Now, who is this last lady? Who is the last? Who is the last lady? Dangote. And the last lady? Let's have it, let's have it, let's have it. So people are thinking, don't go to ChatGPT. You can't even copy my picture. Oprah, yes, I'm powering free. Thank you. So these are brands. They have been consistent with what they do. In music, they are consistent. In business, like Dangote, in all sectors today, we know him for business. See Ronaldo for football. They have created a brand. And anything that have to do with football, we want to speak about see Ronaldo. Tennis, we talk about Serena Williams. So all of these people, they are brands. But one thing about them is the consistency. And that's where most of us, especially we young ones, we miss it a lot. We are not consistent with what we do. As we have identified it today, we lose track of it and we are not consistent. Very key. Okay, now let's move. Let's see how we can even start. I think the starting point is what is affecting us, the starting point. And this is time where we build the business and the brand of you. We want to build you now as a brand. Now let's start with the very first and catchy part of it, and that's the physical part. Elevate your personal brand with a professional headshot. This is very key. And trust me, this, my beautiful face you are seeing here, it was sponsored by an organization. An organization instructed all staff, over 2,000 staff, scheduled to come into the region for a professional headshot. And this headshot is not just for them to keep somewhere. It's for them to actually use it to push their brand. Not just their brand, but the company brand. And invariably, their home brand. So your professional headshot is more than just a photo. It's a digital handshake. It is something that people will see and will captivate their attention. Trust me, that physical touch. In the service industry where we render service, one of the things we tell people is because our services are intangible, we can't touch them. One of the things we emphasize are those tangible cues that will help people to actually analyze the quality of what you do. So your professional headshot is that handshake, is what people will see and say, let me read more about this person. So think of it as your virtual signature. So it's one thing that we must try to do. And trust me, some of us, we go to parties, we go for weddings, we go to different parties, and we just take picture and we just go and put it on our LinkedIn or on our email. Trust me, it is not. And you see people eating rice in your background, or you see people dancing in your background, and then people will come there and they are not looking at you. They are looking at the rice behind you. They are looking at the people dancing behind you. They have forgotten about you. That's one unique thing about the professional headshot. So it is very, very good. It is about positioning yourself in the mind of people and in that professional space. Now, let's see what this talks about. Now, look at this. Some of us will take pictures, but we are not strategic about how we place them on these our channels, on these our platforms. And this is a closed up, tight crop professional picture. And look at the analysis of this particular picture. And this is very good for LinkedIn profiles. I know some of us, we are young graduates today, and I see some of us going on LinkedIn trying to build our profile. And I want us to really do more on that particular space. Ideal for a formal professional branding. It gives them that professional outlook. It gives that facial expression, creates a sharp and professional look. There is a lot that your picture says to that particular audience, or to that opportunity, to that HR professional, to that investor that wants to invest in that your business. There's a lot it says. So create a clean, formal appearance that radiates both confidence and professionalism. Like I said earlier on, no background. You can see that the background is free. So they will not be distracted by anything. All they are seeing is just you. And closed up. Closed up. Let's move quickly. I have just 15 minutes left. Okay. Now look at this. Medium crop. And this is mostly used for website banners, brochures, advertisements. You know, we try to widen it a little to give it some, so you can use some of those spaces for some activities. You can incorporate some body language, some gestures to show some level of professionalism. When I was taking this picture, the cameraman had to tell me that I should give because of my level. There are people that are agents, there are people that are leaders. Because of my level as leaders, as a leader, he said, no, Ebu, you need to give that leadership posture. So they were very strategic about how you stand. There are people that have just folded their hands like this. Very, very strategic. And it has its purpose. It has its purpose for every brand element, every brand material that you want to do. Very key. Remember, what we are discussing is building a personal brand, building you as a brand, building you as a brand. All right, let me move quickly. Now, let me just do an anatomy of the headshots. And you can see how everything have actually been described. The background, keep the background clean and neutral. For it to be professional, white, gray, or blurred, it shouldn't distract from the subject. Even when you are joining calls, conference calls like this, may try to have a background that is not distracting. It helps you create a unique brand that people will see and they will be able to analyze and focus on you and want to actually give you an handshake, even virtually. Leave a small amount of space above the, very important. I've seen a lot of people will just a little space. Cutting off the head or leaving too much empty space is not advisable. So we must be very, very intentional with how we actually create our headshot. Very, very key. And remember, that is even the first thing that gives you that professional outlook. And now I just created a slide for us to see how we can actually go ahead after taking the professional headshots, go ahead and then upload on necessary places. Upload on necessary places. Am I still audible? Please give me thumbs up. Thumbs up if you can still hear me loud and clear. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Awesome. Now, this for LinkedIn. Just go ahead, navigate to your profile just to help you on once you have taken it, how you can upload it, and also how you can crop and resize that headshot. This is for your Google Workspace. Now, Google Workspace speaks to your email, to your Google My Business, to every Google Workspace. Very important for professional settings. So people send emails to HR professionals, and their profile picture does not speak professionalism. And these are little things that we look out for as HR professionals. Trust me, we are looking for things that want to use to disqualify some people because we have too many CVs. And then we look at for some things that create some professionalism. So this is very, very key. Very, very key. This speaks to Zoom. You are joining Zoom call, Google Meet. And remember, once you have done your Google Workspace, even Google Meet call carries that same brand image. It carries that image for you. It carries that image for you. If you look at my own picture right now on my email address, on this Google Meet call, you will see the picture. If I look at some calls on some images on this call right now, they are distractions. They are distractions. People will not see you. They will not see the professionalism in you. And some of us will have written that, my core value is professionalism. But by the time we are looking at your background picture, professional picture, we are not seeing that professionalism there. So this speaks volume. It speaks volume. Your Zoom call, your Facebook account, very, very key. I'm not even talking about what we even post on some of these platforms now. I'm still talking about that profile first before we now talk about the content. Now look at this. This is now a snapshot. This is now a snapshot of what all of this profile, what it looks like. Can we see the consistency? Can we see the uniqueness? Across my Slack channel, in my office, in my LinkedIn, on my Google Workspace, on my Zoom account, consistency. The same image, showing that I am very strategic in my actions. The same thing they want to do. Because HR today go far above and beyond to even look at your CV, to looking at your social media platforms. Very, very important. Very, very important. All right, so let me move quickly. Now, inventing yourself through personal brand management. Very important. Manage yourself as a brand. We have dealt with that extensively, starting with your professional picture. And I'm going to speak more on this about your content, what you post, your communication skill is part of that brand element. If I want to test people's character, I want to know people's character. Which social media platform do you think I will go to know people's character? Please put in the chat. Put in the chat. I want to know character of people. Which social media platform do you think I will go to? LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, which is now X. Which platform I will I go to? I'm waiting. TikTok, James. X, Favor, thank you. Trust me, it's Twitter, it's X. That's where we drag people. And I want to know how professional you are. I will go to X and see what you have been posting. How many people have you been dragging? How many people have you been abusing? And it says a lot about you. So please manage yourself as a brand. Very key. Keep creating the need for your brand. What will make people know that there is need for your brand is the consistency. Become a subject matter expert in that key area. And when you speak to growth, empathy, become a subject matter. In HR, become a subject matter expert. Start posting things about HR. And trust me, there are a lot of things you can start posting. A lot of things. A lot of concepts in HR, a lot of concepts in sales, a lot of concepts in business development, a lot of concepts in law, in mass communication. And they want to see that consistency. In branding, keep reviving interest in your brand. Publication, speaking opportunities. When you have opportunity to speak, please don't shy away from it. It helps you create a brand for yourself. Posting relevant content. This is very key. Majority of us, we post irrelevant content. And even our content is even not consistent. Relevant content. Volunteering for projects. We help you build that brand. And then build on an established network of friends, colleagues, relations, mentors. Build on that network. Through association, I see somebody requesting to be part of that WhatsApp community, which is very good. Build a community, join that network, join that group. So you'll be able to share and be able to actually invent yourself through that personal brand management and then become that head hunter's choice. All right, let's move quickly. Now, becoming the head hunter's choice. Number one is to constantly research and update your achievement-oriented CV. I will not talk much about it because I know in our last edition, we did a lot on CV. We spoke about CV by Stella. Please, constantly research and update your achievement-oriented, your CV. Update it with new achievements. Have a one-page summary of yourself, reflecting your achievements. It will help you showcase yourself whenever opportunity comes. Like I said, seek opportunity to speak, to talk, to in forums, in training, write articles, write content. Don't close the door. Don't close the door. Post CVs on job sites. Spread your brand. Spread that product about you. Spread your CV and then make yourself qualified for the head hunting by being a valuable source of information and character assessment. All right. Now, personal brand etiquette. I think I mentioned this briefly about how we actually post on social media space. People tend to be more uncivil in the social virtual space. A lot of us, we post different things, abusive jokes on the virtual space. It's not going to help the brand. It's going to affect the brand. And redeeming the brand will not be that easy. So it's very important that we actually protect that brand. So you must be careful about the things you post, how you comment, the things you post, even on your status. Be careful about the things you post and how you comment. Your virtual image is even considered more crucial in this digital age, and we have emphasized that earlier on. And what we do online, we leave a footprint, very important. 5-10 years after, you see some of these politicians, people dig out some of the things that they've written years back, and they use it against them, and it affects the brand. It affects the brand. Tips of branding on LinkedIn: update your profile post picture, avoid links. Sometimes links will slow down the visibility that you can get. Post regularly, very important. Post regularly, and that's the consistency that we are trying to also bring about here. Contribute something of value to your target audience. Let those people that are following you always see something value that you're posting, something that will be valuable to them. And I see some of us, because Eboluwa is posting, we too want to post. But the question is, some of those things that you're posting, is it valuable to them? Would you watch a TV station that consists of mostly self-promotion or ads? Or would you rather prefer content that is educational or entertaining? So people will watch TV stations that actually speaks to them. So the question is, who are your followers? What you are posting, is it valuable to them? Is it what they will want to consume immediately or what they will be interested in? That's one thing we want, and that's why branding with purpose is very key, because that's what will make us make impact when we actually trying to push the brand out there. And then, like I said, create engaging content. Create engaging content. Mistakes. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Somebody told me, he said, it is the LinkedIn that people lie a lot. People lie a lot. Don't lie. Don't use anything other than a professional looking photo. Very key and straight up. Don't send an invitation using LinkedIn default text. Now, LinkedIn will give you default text. Create your own unique text. Okay.
Yes, you're audible now. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay, thank you. Don't send an invitation using LinkedIn's default text. Be very strategic. What's happening?
Hello, everyone. Cannot hear you now. Hello, everyone. I think the network is bad. Hello, are you there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Let me just turn off my camera so that at least we can sustain the network.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. All right. Thank you. So please be very intentional about how you send invitations on LinkedIn. Don't use the default text. LinkedIn will always have that default text. Try to customize yours. Customize yours.
You have just about
Make it
3
unique.
minutes. About 3 minutes to go, so you can start rounding up. Ebon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I said you have just about 3 minutes to go, thereabouts.
Okay.
So I can start rounding up.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So don't ask people who don't know you to write recommendations for you. Let them know you and be able to write recommendations for you. This we have established at the beginning, your professional outlook, your behavior, your appearance, very key, very key in building that particular brand and also creating a visual impact. A strong professional outlook will help you build positive reputation. Very key. Very key. And now, what are the benefits? Professional credibility, career advancements, and that's what we are looking at with people, with professionals, business, thought leaders in that space, and then it will create some personal confidence for you as well. Finally, as I end, you are your greatest assets. Put your time, effort, and money into training, grooming, and encouraging your greatest assets. Grooming yourself, encouraging your greatest asset, building your brand is very key because you as a person, you are of your greatest asset. So please, let's do more and put more effort in actually building that brand that is called you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome. Please, can we do a clap? Yes, just do a clap emoji. Clap for the presenter if you have thoroughly been enlightened, you have enjoyed this presentation. I think I personally have been enlightened by that presentation. As a matter of fact, there are some resolutions I've decided to make. Everyone is, of course, open to learning, and I've learned a lot today, to be honest with you. And I'm very sure that everybody has taken something home from this training today. Once again, I want to say thank you very much to our presenter, Ebolu Ajidono. That was a very insightful presentation, quite engaging also. And I will be taking it off from the very last word, which is you are your greatest asset. Put your time, efforts, money into training, growing and encouraging your greatest asset. There is no asset much more valuable than you. there is nothing much more rewarding than the investments you make in yourself, right? And I think that really captures everything that they said this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to have a few minutes for interactions, questions, observations, and if there are areas that you actually think you'd like to know more about, can we have people raise their hands if you are interested in asking questions from the presenter, Ebunlu Ajidono, and he has spoken extensively about personal branding. And just like he said, and I'm reiterating that, this is by no means exhaustive. I think this is just one aspect of the whole gamut of personal branding. And I'm sure that as the day goes by, we are going to be having other lectures, perhaps when Ms. Ogunjemite again is available, we are still going to have some other aspect of this particular training. So, should you have any question, can you raise your hand? Just use the emoji, raise your hand so that I can invite you, or comments. Okay, so Adeyinka, Folashade, and Debbie Kunuji raised their hands. So the floor is open. Let's start with Folashade. Shade, can you unmute yourself and ask a question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
I
hear you,
dropped
Shade.
it
Please
on
go
the
ahead.
chat. I just wanted to ask that smelling nice is also part of your personal branding. It's not just to show up, wear makeup. You need to also smell nice. That's it.
Thank you very much. And that is a very, very critical intervention, I must say. And that sometime back when we conceived this idea, we were thinking about topics that we were going to be discussing, youth-centric topics. One of the things that somebody suggested was the issue of, how you smell. That it is very important that, we have a personal training, a training dedicated to how people smell, especially among young people. There are times you are among, young people and you really have to hold your breath. It does not go well. So, Shadi, you have made a very critical intervention. Smelling nice is actually part of personal branding. That's very good. Debbie, can you please unmute yourself and make your comments? Deborah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Mr. Ebonlua. This was a really insightful session. I just wanted to ask, so a few minutes ago, while on this webinar, I got a call from an HR, and she said, I need you to tailor your CV to different roles. I have about 5 different CVs. I have about this, so that when this offer comes, you send this CV to that, you send this CV to that. As a professional, when do you draw the line between tailoring CVs to job offers versus actually just speaking the truth and maybe not getting all the offers that you want?
Okay, that is another very interesting question. Please note it down, Ebu. Do we have any other question? Don't forget, this platform is an opportunity to interact with, experts in various fields. So if this is a field or this is a topic that interests you, this is an opportunity for you to actually interact with Ebunluwa, who is an expert in this field. So please don't hide anything. Don't hold back. So if you have a question, please can you raise your hand? It could be on this topic or something related to it. Shadi, are you raising your hand again?
Yes. Just
Okay.
in response to what Deborah just said now.
Okay.
So I think maybe because I've moved to another part of the world, then I can reason with that HR. Someone like me, I was in the banking sector in Nigeria, but I studied mass communication in school. So invariably, I'm supposed to have 2 CVs. Now I'm here, I'm in the health sector. I've done over like 100 certifications. So if I want to apply for a job, I'm not going to limit it to just banking or just mass communication or just healthcare. So if you know you are vast in other things, you can also have 1, 2, 3 CVs.
Once again, thank you very much, Shadi. And that's really answers it. But then I would not want to close up on that that particular question. I agree completely with Shade, but I think that I should still invite the experts to actually, say a few things on that. Apart from Shade, is there any other person, any other question? Anybody on the graduates? I mean, you're serving and you want to actually achieve something in personal branding. This is the opportunity for you to ask. Any other person? Okay, Kennedy Ojo is raising up his hand. Kennedy Ojo, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Ebon, thank you for that wonderful section. Okay, my question is so direct. You made mention of being consistent in posting on social media, particularly on LinkedIn. But I want us to realize something, that there are professionals and there are also content creators. So how do you manage for people that want to stay consistent and also are not this fully into posting? You can be a professional and not want to be a content creator. So how do you manage your posting period? Is it a daily something or is it a weekly posting? Or how do you manage it so that you don't look like a content creator? So at the end of the day, people don't lose their value or lose interest in reading your content and all that. So how do you manage that area? So that's my question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Kennedy Ojo. I think we'll draw the line there. We have about 3 questions waiting for the presenter. So I'd like to invite Ebon to respond to those questions now.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for the questions. Also to put a voice to what Madam Folashade wrote in the chats. Yes, personal grooming encompasses a lot of things, and smelling nice, very key, very key. I talked to some young people today about their body odor and all of those things. It's very key. Sometimes it pushes opportunities away. It pushes people far away from you because they've come to know you with one particular smell. So please, very important. Now to the question about CV. Now the environment matters a lot, and I agree with Farshade. Out there, sometimes outside of Nigeria, people tend to involve in different things. And because of that, you do certifications, then you start having CV in those areas that when opportunity comes, you can actually key in, because what you are going there for in the first place is actually opportunity. And also the stage you are in your career also very, very matters a lot. For the HR that called you, baby, I'm sure that the CV she's asking you to write will be within a particular space. So I don't think the HR will be asking you to maybe design a CV for sales, another CV for another skill in HR, or maybe mass communication. I'm sure it's going to tailor it to maybe different sectors within the maybe business development or sales space. And for someone that is just starting your career, trust me, it will be good for you to actually be able to maximize opportunities as they come. There's a level you will get to that you will not just be jumping at just any opportunity. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm in the L&D space, even though I have my HR certification as a chartered HR professional. But one thing I've been consistent with on my profile and in my career so far for the past 9 years has strictly been L&D. Because number one, I have a purpose and I have a passion for it. And all opportunities that have been coming have always been aligning to that particular part. The reason why I want us to be careful about pursuing different things is because sometimes it gets HR professionals confused on what to actually offer you or what to push to you, especially when they are trying to do talent acquisition. There are some of them that they don't advertise roles, they just go for individuals. And one of the things that they look out for individuals that they go for is the consistency in their career path. If you have been moving from one area to the other and they need 3 years experience in one particular skill, they won't find it because they've seen that you just have 1 year in this skill, 1 year in this skill, 1 year in another skill, which are not related. So sometimes it is good for us to actually create a career path for ourselves. The Nigerian environment has made it very difficult that people now jump at anything. But the ideal sense of it is to create a career path for ourselves. But trust me, for your own case, I am sure that is within that particular field, maybe field of sales or field of business development. You can try as much as possible to diversify by looking at different sectors. You may have worked in the FMCG. Please create a CV that can also align you for financial service sector, for the banking sector. So when the opportunity comes in that area also, you can actually be able to pursue that kind of opportunity because it's still sales. I have worked in FMCG, I mean in the financial service before. I have worked in telecommunication. I have worked in consulting. So it has given me leverage to actually fit in into any other sector, wherever it is coming from. So please, at the beginning, try to limit yourself. Don't go too far out of that scope. Try as much as possible to limit yourself within that particular purpose. And like I said, with prayer and understanding your purpose, opportunities that will be coming will always align you and give you a direction. I don't know if I've answered your question with that. You can just give me a thumbs up if I have. For Mr. Kainde Ojo, okay, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for that. For Mr. Kainde Ojo, yes, I agree with you. Some of us, we are not good with content writing. And I would give you this scope. It's not all content that you will create originally. Some content might be created by Pastor Oluwaseun, and all you will do is to repost it and add your own thoughts on that. You have created the content. As long as that post aligns with what you are also pursuing or something that you are operating, the space you are operating, and then just having your thoughts on it and reposting it on your page, you have created the content. Do you agree with me? Now, like I said earlier on, there are a lot of experiences you come across, and you just want to showcase that skill. It's within that your space. You just want to showcase that skill, and you just post about it. So for me now, I'll give you an example. I went for a football match in my former place of work, and I happened to be the goal scorer after that game. And I would go back home. I just thought of something. In L&D, there's what we call learning games. Just like I did Icebreaker earlier on, we also have games. We play games in training to energize people, to make them feel involved in the session. And what I did was just to talk about me being the only goal scorer in that football match, and then link it up to the importance of game in every training program. Games energizes participants. Games make people that are sleepy or that their energy level is dropping to become alive. It makes them to engage with the content and pass the message. So a lot of times, there are activities that goes on around us that you can link up with what you are doing, your profession, your career, and that field where you are operating. And I trust me, it becomes a content for you. I don't know if I've been able to answer that. And now the consistency of that. One thing I always preach is when it comes to consistency, create for yourself a social or a content map. For you, it may be Tuesdays that you post on this topic. Trust me, your audience from time to time will now start looking forward to every Tuesday. Kainde Ojo will be posting this thing on Tuesday. It will be posting about data analytics on Tuesday. It will be posting about financial service, whatever, on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, they are now expecting it from you. You have created a community and you have created consistency. It does not have to be every day. But sometimes, occasionally, comments, reposting can become a content for you. I don't know if I've been able to answer your question.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Ebondo Ajidono. That has been quite eye-opening for a lot of us, and I want to believe that those who asked the questions, they've gotten answers to their questions. If you are just joining us, it has been the Mindshift webinar series, the July edition, and the presenter has been Ebondo Ajidono, who has spoken very excellently on personal branding, aligning purpose and passion, for personal success. And I just have a few takeaways. I would like to ask Ebon, because I know I'm rounding off. There are a lot of students here and fresh graduates. So for those who are yet to really enter into the world of work, how can they, what can they do to actually achieve some level of personal branding? Because I also believe that it starts not when you're actually out of university or actually when you're looking for a job, but even right now, such that in 3, 4, 5 years to come, you already built a solid brand. So what would you like to actually suggest to those young people who are joining us on this meeting, who are yet to be in the world of formal employment, but want to also build a consistent profile? What would you suggest to them briefly?
Okay, I will suggest the starting point of their brand elements, which is try to start building a kind of value, core values for yourself. Look at your traits, your talents, your skills, and then start trying to create some kind of core values for yourself, and then start living by those core values. With time, you start being able to drive some meanings on those values. I tell people also that while in the university, there are a lot of activities that we engage in that their content, their identity on their own. And you can start using those things to even start creating some level of experience for yourself, some level of work experience. Some of us, we are secretary of our association in school and all of that. Some of these things are, they are an identity for you. So please start creating some kind of core value. If you don't have them before, start building core values for yourself. Let those things guide your actions, your behavior, and your attitude. And then you'll be able to build on it over time. Professionalism will speak to your dressing, the way you speak, and the kind of program you want to go for. And you will see that you'll be able to build some pathway for yourself along that line.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I think everyone, I want to believe, has taken one thing or the other away from this training today. As we round off, I'd like to reiterate that personally, here are a few takeaways for me. The first one is that consistency is at the heart of personal branding. So if you want to actually build a personal brand, maintain a focus and be consistent with it. If it's in your dressing, be consistent with it. The way you write, be consistent with it. The messages you put out, be consistent with it. Also, personal branding is about promoting your core values, promoting your essence, who you are. So what are your core personal values? Promote them consistently. Now, another takeaway is that you should start with a professional headshot. Yes. And I was just telling somebody that I have some nice pictures, but I'm going to go to the studio and do a whole new, picture, a headshot. So start with a professional headshot. I want to get everybody to be committed to this. As far as you're a professional and you are on social media, please this week, by all means, and that is the level of little improvement we need to actually have a Mindshift and change our life. Those little improvements. So if you have to get a professional headshot this week, by all means, get out there and do that, right? So manage yourself as a brand, volunteer, post relevant content, talked about etiquette and social media. Now, there is saying that content is king and consistency is queen. So post sensible quality content, but also post it consistently. That's how you build a brand. And lastly, don't be desperate. Don't lie. Don't lie in your CV. Don't lie in whatever you are putting out. Be real. Be original. Originality is yourself. Be original. Be yourself. Right? You don't have to be like somebody else. You don't have to be like Astaba Soshe or like Brian Bolu Ajidonu. No. Find your own niche. Be yourself. Create your own path. Create your own identity. Let people know you for who you are. It was nice that sang and said, photocopy, who easy. So don't be a photocopy of anybody. Live your life. Be consistent. All right. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us today. If you have enjoyed this session, I'd like you to look forward to the next one. Please, by all means, if you are not yet on our platform, that's the WhatsApp community, we have a Mindshift community. Can you please drop your phone number? And the secretariat will take your records and add you to the Mindshift community. Also, if you're on this training, but you are yet to register, we value your information. Yes, so please, secretariat, Monsurat Rashid has just dropped her contact. Please, let's take it down so that she can be added to the community. Also, if you are yet to register formally for the Mindshift community, please register. There is a link in the invite that was sent, please ensure, and I'm sure that link will still be posted on the community. So please, we need you, we need everyone to register so that when we send reminders, it can automatically go into your diary and you can automatically, get reminders for the upcoming program. Like I said, this program holds every fourth Sunday of the month. So by the grace of God, God sparing our life, we'll be having the next edition in August, the fourth Sunday in August, 6 to 7 p.m. Please invite somebody, send out the message. I'm sure you have seen what today looks like. It's going to be better the next time. So once again, thank you to facilitator Ebonlu Ajidono. Thank you to the entire volunteers, the entire team working behind the scene. To everyone who joined us today, we hope to see you again the next time. And please remember to invite somebody to be a part of this. Thank you very much. And please, we value your feedback. So do well to drop your comments, your feedback. And Secretariat, please harvest this feedback. Let us have them noted down. Please send in your feedback. Tell us your experience, what you've learned about from the presentation, how much you enjoyed it, and what else you're looking forward to. And of course, if there is a particular area that you like us to address, if there's a particular area that you want us to explore, we welcome your feedback. So please mention them. Intimate us about them. I like to know about this, about smelling good, about building relationship, meeting people. We have experts in diverse fields that will be speaking on these different areas. So you're welcome to indicate what's next you like to hear. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we are 22 minutes past time. So but I'm sure it's been fun all the way. So thank you very much for joining us. God bless you. See you again the next time. Don't forget, drop your number if you are yet to do so that we can add you to the Mindshift community. You can just drop an emoji, you can drop a clap, you can unmute yourself and say hello to everybody, and let's celebrate ourselves. So please unmute. The floor is open now. Unmute, say something, acknowledge somebody, say hello to somebody. So the floor is open. The floor is open.
I enjoyed the session.
Kenny, yes, just a blessing. I can see you. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello, Pastor Shim.
Yes, Bro Kenny, I can see you.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Please go ahead. Go ahead, Bro Kenny. I think his network is bad. So just unmute yourself and say something if you have something to say. Lucho, I see Josephine. I see you. Thank you very much for joining
Hello,
us. Nicho
everyone.
Legacy. Yes. Please, you can just speak. Go ahead. I guess the network is not friendly. All right.
Yeah, there's
So
nothing
thank
to
you.
say, sir. We just want to say hello. That's all, sir.
Okay.
Just want to hear your
All
voice.
right. Hello to you too. Thank you. Any other person? Anything you want to say? Something? The floor is open. All right. So at this point, you can leave the meeting. Thank you once again for being a part of it. God bless you. See you again next week. We meet on the Mindshift community. Thank you. Have a